Hi everyone, I'm Lisa, or you can call me Liz. Yeah, I'm a wellness advisor, been practicing this complementary health for the past actually already 12 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, my kids never get sick but never go to hospital or never see any doctor.
Yeah, that's amazing. This
Yeah,
is like
so just use the natural healing to heal them.
this is like the health status that we always wanted, right? No need to fall sick, no need to take medicine, no need to go hospital, right? So today our topic is suitable for you all who want to know the secret. We talk about the switch of life.
Yep. So every day we have to come across different switches, right? In early in the morning we need to switch on our
The light,
lights in our room,
the
the
fan.
toilet, the fans, and then when we get to work we have to switch on the engine. So and switch off when we reach. So there are so many switches. Then do you know that our life also have switches, you know? So today we are going to share with you
Yeah,
what are the switches, how should we do about it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you come across this kind of problem like hair loss? Don't know why. Is it you are keep changing different shampoo but still having this hair
Yeah.
loss, or dry lips, or having ulcer?
Yeah.
A lot of this
How-
kind of
yeah.
thing.
How many of you have this issue stated in here? You can press 111.
Yep.
Okay. If no, yeah, you're super healthy, then you can press 222. Okay. So of course the items here are just minimal. Okay. It's not the full list of it. So if you want to go through a full list, there's super a lot of little problems, right?
Yes. This is just like part of it. So you can imagine how many people actually facing a lot of this
Yeah.
kind of this kind of problem.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like on and off, I also experience headache as well. Right?
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So these are all what we call as self-health. So basically, I just explain a little bit because we human, I believe everyone knows we need nutrition, right? Okay. So every day we eat is because for the nutrition so that it can nourish our body. So if we get balanced nutrition, then our body can function normally.
Yep.
Agree, right? So if you agree, you can press 111. Okay. Right, this is like very simple. So if today our nutrition is not balanced or we are not taking enough nutrition,
Nutrition.
so it's then our body will get out of function, right? It couldn't, some of the process couldn't do properly, so that's why it gets out of balance. So eventually, if we allow this condition to continue, we allow this not enough nutrition status to continue, then we will start to have some minor discomfort, or some people may not feel anything. For example, like collagen. Okay, so when collagen we start to lose collagen. What do we feel? No feeling.
No
Right?
feeling.
No feeling, right?
True. Some people
And
may not feel it.
yeah, but as we let it progress, we will start. Hey, got one fine line coming out, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and then if we let it continue to progress, what happened?
Maybe,
Wrinkles.
Yeah, wrinkles, and then maybe your joint when you walk, your
Yes.
joint will have click clack, that kind
Yeah.
of noise.
So it start to form a disease already. So we may get joint problem, arthritis. We may get hypertension, cholesterol as well.
Yeah.
And then when we have this kind of disease already, when I'm working in a hospital, usually when these patients been taking maybe hypertension medicine for 5 years, then eventually I will see the medication list will slowly increase and increase. It's because beside hypertension, they also develop diabetes lah, cholesterol lah, and then kidney problems lah, then eye problems some more lah.
Yeah.
Then they have to chop off things like that. So
Yes.
eventually, when you have a lot of diseases, then it increases your risk to
Yeah. Some people may develop like cancer.
yeah,
diseases.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why it's so important. Okay, so this category is called sub-health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why we call it sub-health is because when you go to hospital, you ask doctor, but doctor cannot diagnose it. Doctor cannot tell you, actually what is happening. They will just ask you to, go back and rest well and take more water and do some exercise.
Yeah.
But you still have that problem,
Yeah.
So that's what we call it sub-health. It's not really like serious until you need to admit to the hospital, but you still feel uncomfortable.
And super annoying.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so that's why it's so important to start taking care of our health from this stage before anything happens.
Yep.
Right? Okay, so to really, how do we take care of ourselves? First
Yep.
of all, we need to look into what are we made of. That's
Yes.
very important. If we know what we are made of, then we just focus giving all the nutrition required by that thing, then basically we can say our whole body will be super healthy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you do it well and do it right, you shouldn't have gone into the wrong direction, right?
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, today you want to go to Penang.
Yeah.
So you must have your compass pointing to the north, right? So when you drive through the north, definitely you will not go to the east or west or south, right? So this
Yeah.
is how lah.
Okay. So, of course, we are human. Okay, so this is human. Now, of course, our body is made out of different systems. For example, there's digestive system, there's reproductive system, there's cardiovascular system. So each and every system, they are made from certain few types of organs. Like digestive system, there is our usus, intestine, there's our stomach as well. So when we look deeper into it, then they are actually made from tissue. So each and every tissue are formed by cell. The single unit of our body is actually the cell. Okay, so what is our cell made of? That's the question.
Yes.
Do you guys know what is it made from? Okay, I reveal lah. Okay, so this is our cell look like. This is like a science class today, right? So I believe for people who are from science stream, this is not this is very familiar to you lah.
Yep.
Okay, so this is our cell. So our cell is made from a cell membrane. Then inside the cell, we call it cytoplasm. There's a lot of water, minerals. There's all these mini organs inside that helps the functioning of the cell. And then there's this nucleus where our DNA stays in. Okay, study this every week. Very good. This is like revision for you. Okay, so what does our cell membrane made from? If you magnify it, this is our cell membrane.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, there's layers of fats, and then also there are many protein inside, cholesterol inside. So basically it's made from fats and protein.
Yep. So here actually you know already, like Qi Hua already repeating, keep repeating. This make of what?
Yeah.
Fat and protein. So fat, what kind of fat? Of course, it's a good fat. It's a good cholesterol type of fat lah. So that means you are here. Then that means how to take care of the membrane of your cell. So you must have a good fat, something like omega-3.
Yeah.
Omega-3 is kind of a good fat for our body. And then of course protein. Protein is the whole cell is consists of protein, made of protein. So then she also mentioned that inside the cell itself all have water, right? So what are the nutrients actually inside the water, will work inside the water? Those are the water soluble nutrients, something like vitamin B, vitamin C. So you know, so if you wanted to have the protection of your whole body, so you must have vitamin B and vitamin C, because vitamin B and vitamin C can work in any places that consist of water.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Okay, so next, of course, like just now MC mentioned, how come some people they never take care of themselves but never fall sick, but some people, wow, they take very good care, they go exercise, but they still have heart attack, things like that. So it's because of these few factors which we're going to share with you.
Yep.
So first of all is the age and gender.
Yep.
Okay.
So like for the kids, since born until they reach age number 2, age 2, 2 years old time, actually is the time they build their organ. So at this time, point of time, actually we need to supply a lot of good protein to the kids, so that the kids can start to build their organ. If their organ is strong, just imagine their heart is very strong, pumping very well. So when they grow up, when bigger already, just like a big building. So if the building is very high, so if the water pump can pump very well, so the water can reach the top, right? So same goes to the kids. If the heart muscle can build well, actually the heart can pump well and bring the blood to the whole body, so and bring the nutrients to the whole body. So when kids reaching like primary school or secondary school, so their physical growth is tremendous, very fast and
grow
high. Yeah, grow
super tall suddenly, right?
Yeah, super high that time. So at that time, actually we need to supply them with good carbo. So not those like simple carbo, because simple carbo actually will supply them with a lot of sugar. When I have a lot of sugar that time, they will be like hyperactive. You can see a lot of kids if you give them a lot of sugary things or simple carb, they will be very hyper. When hyper, actually they will actually distract their learning lah. So at this point of time, actually you should supply them with a good DHA, because the DHA actually help them to build their brain, so that the connectivity of the nerve is good. And also, of course, when talk about the nerve, B complex is a must also for the kids at this stage. And also the kids at this stage actually they are quite picky also. So the multivitamin and multi-mineral actually is also very important at this stage.
To make sure they really grow very well and
Yes.
healthy.
Yes.
And then they, so that your kids is like you build a very strong foundation during their kids period.
Yes.
Basically you can make sure that their health is so much better when they grow up.
Yes, true.
Right. So as we grow up, of course we started working. Some are even entrepreneur, they do big business, they are super stressed. So during this stage they need a lot of like energy, they need to cope with stress, they need a lot of B complex, they need
Yes.
vitamin C as well.
Yes.
So for female, for women, of course we need to go into like pregnancy, breastfeeding stages as well. So during this period, we basically, the baby will drain all the nutrients from the mother, okay,
Yes.
including their storage, everything. So if during this time the mother is not prepared, they are not feeding themselves enough nutrition,
Yes.
so a lot of people after they give birth and breastfeeding, you will
they
see
start
that
to have health issue
a lot of
already.
health issues. They feel very
Yes.
tired, they feel
Yes.
got hair loss here and there.
Yes, or maybe not enough breast milk for the baby.
Yeah.
Because the body is lack of some protein.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
So if you know how to protect yourself, and then after having kids, your health shouldn't be a very big problem.
Yes,
to you.
and also
Yeah.
if at this stage of time you really take care of your health well, actually your baby will be also healthy.
Yes.
If you never take care of well, that means your body already insufficient of some nutrient. Of course, the baby do not have enough nutrient as well. So how can the baby be healthy?
Yeah,
So that's why at this stage you must not only working, not only cope for the stress, but at the same time you have to prepare yourself for the baby as well.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So then for the guy, it's about men's health have to start taking care of their prostate, things like that. Because a lot of people, as they age, become older, they get enlargement of prostate, and then it
Yes.
affects their urination, and it may even develop into prostate cancer as well.
Yeah.
So that's why usually men's is like, I go entertain customer, 应酬 I
then
drink
drink a lot of
alcohol, I
alcohol,
smoke
smoke.
lah. It's okay, I'm healthy, I'm still
Yes.
young, okay. But then all this you are using your future health, we call it, right?
Yes.
Then when you become like older, when you retire, then that's the time a lot of problem will come
Yes,
to you.
that's why you can see guy always when stressed also, they are very hot in temper. So when you hot in temper, actually it's very harmful to your liver as well.
Yes.
So you can see then later on they might develop a lot of problem health issue
Yes.
later part of the life.
Yeah. So when it comes to like pawpaw,
Mm.
pawpaw, like because old people generally they have more relaxed life, they are
Mm.
more they are retired, and then
Yeah.
they sometimes of course during this time our body system start to slow down. A
Yep.
lot of things slow down. We start to
Yes.
lose muscle. We start to not able to digest so well.
Yeah.
So
Because they also lost of their teeth, you know, they cannot
yeah.
chew the food well.
So
Then
yeah,
they cannot they cannot digest well also.
So they try to eat very light food. They call it
Yes.
清淡
清淡
food.
always
Like
ah.
what do they eat?
Porridge.
Yeah, porridge,
bread.
bread, Milo,
Yes.
simple stuff, not oily, no
Ah.
salt, things like that. So, but which in a way they are not getting enough nutrition as well.
Correct. Yeah.
And also for female, we undergo menopause. So once after menopause, we start to lose a lot of calcium.
Correct.
We start to because don't have the hormone to protect our health,
Mm.
so we get osteoporosis, we get high cholesterol issue.
Yes.
It's because of the changes of this
The
hormone.
Mm,
And then if during your younger age you are not replenishing enough nutrients, especially calcium, then during menopause time you are super high risk of getting osteoporosis.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Because the woman actually after 25 years old, we will start not able to store the calcium into the bone already. So you must have intake from the
Yes.
supplement
Yes.
to maintain your health in
Yes.
general.
Imagine your calcium all passed to your baby during your pregnancy and breastfeeding as well.
Yes, yes.
Right? That even drain more nutrients
Yes.
out of you.
And then for Gong Gong also, so because when young age that time, due to a lot of entertainment and also because of the emotion swing, so Gong Gong actually at the older age that time, I can see the major organ actually will get damaged or get affected. So you can see then they will start to have some cholesterol issue, maybe have some hypertension,
stroke.
yes, and then also the maybe they will say, 哎呀腰酸背痛 like that, or they cannot like really move so well compared to before already because the loss of protein, and then their kidney actually not functioning so well
Here
because
pain, there pain.
yeah, and then they build up the prostate issue already because the prostate is the urination systems things. So you have to take it inclusive of the kidney as well. So at this stage actually like our implants will be good to help them on protecting the
Kidney and
kidney.
the brain.
Yes.
Okay, so you can see that all these people, they have different kind of nutritional needs and requirement. So but then when it comes to our family dinner, what do we eat?
Oh, normally like one plate of vegetable or one
Yeah.
plate of maybe chicken
Yeah.
or pork or whatever.
Everyone eating
share.
the same thing, right?
Everyone share.
So-
and then almost the same portion also.
Yes, everyone eat the same thing. So but then everyone needs is different.
Different.
So how do we make sure that everyone get the same amount of
Yeah,
nutrition?
you
right?
cannot go and weigh, right? You say, oh, you need how much
Right.
protein, and then you must take 100 gram or 200
Yeah.
gram like that. You
Yeah.
very hard to determine that.
That's why nutritional deficiency, like sub health that we talk about, is so common. Is in almost every people.
True.
Okay.
Mm.
So then second thing, this one is interesting. Attitude and emotions. Okay. So like people under shock,
Yes.
people who are depressed.
Uh-huh.
You know, people with different emotions, they
Yes.
uses their
Nutrient as well. Yes.
at different rate. Okay.
Yeah. Let's say for example, people get shocked. You have a cool sensation,
Cold feeling,
cold
yeah.
feeling at the back of your back, right? So actually, what is that? Actually, there is a loss of the calcium from your body. You know that sensation
Sudden
actually
loss.
is is sudden loss because when you shock, you lost that. So you can see those people who like always scary, always anxiety one. Actually, they are lack of calcium.
Yeah,
magnesium.
easily be frightened one.
Frightened
Yeah.
one. So have you ever see the tiger being shocked by anyone?
Tiger never get shocked,
So
right?
strong like the tiger. So like people who have depressed. Actually is they think too much already. So they are like they are falling into their past memory. So that's why they very upset. So their stress actually keep piling
They
up.
have very
then-
high stress level.
Yes, they have very high stress level. So this kind of people actually, if you are able to supply them with like calcium, magnesium, B complex, protein, and omega 3, actually the body will produce happy hormone.
Yes.
The happy hormone actually will bring them to a more happy stage rather than fall into a more
The lubang that keep going deeper and deeper.
digging a lubang and go jump in. You know?
Yeah.
So how about discuss?
You know, there's one story, right? Okay, for example, today there's a glass of water on the table.
Yep.
And then you are thirsty, then you go and drink that water.
Mm.
Okay? So while you're drinking halfway, then a friend comes to tell you, hey, that water inside, just now got someone spit their saliva into that glass already. Then what is your reflex? Suddenly you straight want to
you feel like
vomit,
what?
right? that reflex suddenly just come, right?
Yeah.
So what is happening? Okay,
Yes.
it's because your mind thought that this is so disgusting. I want to get rid of this thing.
Yes.
Suddenly your body go into a very stressful status. Okay, then after that your friends say, oh, I just kidding only, April's Fool.
Then what will you feel? You feel like relief,
Like,
but that disgusting
feeling,
moment,
yeah.
that moment actually your body lost a lot of nutrients.
Yeah, exactly. You just like instantly the nutrients gone already. So
Yeah.
yeah, some people it's like, wow, after got frightened, the whole day they are frightened one.
Yes. That's why when you get frightened already, some people they might build out like rashes, you know. So why like that? Because when you get frightened, your B complex in your body actually lost.
Exactly.
So at that time already when kids get frightened, you should like supply them with calcium, magnesium, and B complex so
to
that
help them
you can replenish back so that they won't build up some side effect. You see.
Yeah, of course, at the same time, beside all this emotion, there are also the mindset of people.
Yep.
Like some people, they have very positive mindset. Everything, whenever they are faced with challenges, they will say, okay, let's do this. I can handle this. Let's go
Yes.
through this together. So
Yep.
they are very happy and positive.
Yep.
Some people, when they face challenges, they will say, "Aiya, cannot lah. This one sure cannot lah. Jialat liao, die lah." Something like that, right? So these two types of people, they actually use nutrient differently. So for
yes.
people who are more negative, they tend to use more. They are more stressful, basically. Yeah. So they use like more nutrients from
Yep.
their body.
Yes.
See? So living environment also plays a very important role. It's because our body also needs to face all the pollution
Yes.
around us, especially in cities. So many dust, so many things
like
chemicals.
monoxide,
Yeah,
monoxide and carbon dioxide.
Yeah, harmful gases,
Yes.
chemicals, even from our food, our processed food. There are so many chemicals that we need to face every day, and then it's super fast paced, so everyone is very stressful.
Yes.
Like every day also got jam. When we jam, we get super stressed as well, right?
Yeah.
Why the car cannot move on, right?
Yes.
Then, but for people who stay in like small town or even kampong areas, they are more chillax. You know, there are different lives. Their life is totally different. Like
Yes.
they have fresh air lah, fresh water, everything is fresh, and then they are more happy. But of course, when it comes to some of them may have like lower income, so
Yes.
the lower income may be a factor that's contributing to them not able to eat more nutritious food.
Yes. The food
Okay.
diet is not so balanced really.
Yeah, exactly. So that's they may be also less educated as well, that they are not aware of like the importance of nutrition, how
Yes.
they should consume the food so that they are healthy, things like that. Their health awareness is not so well. Yeah. So that's why it comes to this is the factors that are affecting different kind of lifestyle punya
Yes.
people. Okay. So
Okay.
of course, for makan,
Yes.
everyone likes makan.
Yeah. So while you are working, are you facing this kind of problem?
Yeah.
So when you rush for your working time, maybe today you overslept already, so you will be very rushed. So you will just like not like Mr. Bean lah, while driving, brushing the teeth. But at
Anyone of
home-
you do this? Like rushing, changing clothes, and
Yeah,
then
have you ever?
makan, driving,
If
makan.
anybody have this kind of problem before,
Press
can
111.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or make out in the car. Right.
Yeah, but do you know when you are in rush and you are still taking food actually it's very harmful to your body. You know why? Because when you rush, so your body actually the switches of rush to attend to any stress actually is on already. At that time, they will cut off your digestion system. So when they cut off your digestion system, when you eat, actually the food go into your stomach actually is very hard to
digest.
very hard to digest.
So
Correct.
people get like bloating, indigestion, and then on long term, for people who are always busy, they develop gastric. Gastric is very common for stressful people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And also some people may have some diet like vegetarian, or maybe some people may have bodybuilding. Those bodybuilding one, they might need to take a lot of like protein, meat kind of diet, might lack of some vegetable.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so vegetarians, it's very common that they are lacking in protein.
Yes.
They are also lacking in vitamin B as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and for vegetarian, they have a lot of mock meats. So usually, and their cooking style sometimes is more towards like fried food. You know, even the mushroom also fried, the mock meat also fried one. So it's like, you know, some we all talk about like vegetarian is a very healthy diet, right? Okay, it helps in our health. But then at the same time, there are a lot of vegetarian vegans who are experiencing health problems as well.
Yes,
It's
yes.
because of the way they choose your food, their diet style, things like that. Of course, and then when it comes to like choosing food, some people have a lot of cravings, like chocolates lah, fried chicken lah.
Yeah, Qihua. So the day we did talk about those people who like chocolate, lack of what nutrients?
Magnesium. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, then you know already if you are craving for chocolate, that means your body
Yeah.
lack of magnesium.
Some people when they are stressed, they look for sweets, they look for
Yeah.
chocolates. These
Yeah.
are one of the reasons for people who crave for food. Okay?
Yes.
Occupation, this one
Yes,
interesting.
yes. Let's say for example, we just pick two occupation. One is teacher. So the teacher, the stress level compared to pilot, let's say for example, teacher stress is lesser compared to pilot. But teacher, what will use more? Their throat, right? Because they need to talk a lot,
to
they need to
shout.
shout, and then need to control the discipline of the students, right? So their throat actually use a lot. Then they need to, to supply themselves with vitamin A, because vitamin A actually can repair the damage of the membrane of the throat area. Then for the pilot, actually pilot is a very high stress work, and also they need to face a lot of radiative devices. So pilot, what they need to do is even though they are up there in the sky already, sometimes they can put to autopilot, but in case of any situation happen, they need to respond very fast one, and then also pilot, before they take off, pilot actually they need to calculate like today the headwind, what is the speed of the headwind, and then how much of luggages on board, how many people, and then they need to calculate how much fuel they need to take in order to reach the destination. So they use their brain a lot, then they need to do a lot of calculation. In case of any emergency case happen, they cannot afford to be delayed in just few seconds, so they need to respond in very short period of time. So this kind of situation
like
actually
super
pilots
stress.
very stressed. So what they actually need like things like DHA, so that can let their
Protect
brain,
the brain.
to function well. Then they need B complex, they need calcium, magnesium, and they need
Lutein
vitamin
as well.
C.
They must protect their
Yes,
eyes. Their eyes
lutein to
very
protect
important.
their eye. Yeah, and also they also need protein, because protein, all the chemical biochemical activity actually need protein as well. And also
And they need to keep fit one.
yes,
They
they
cannot exceed certain BMI one.
they cannot, otherwise they will have some health issue already. So that's why pilot stress is different, so their needs, their requirement for the nutrient is also different.
Yeah, that's why when it comes to like different people, they need to eat different kind of food in
Yes.
order to fulfill their body's requirement, right?
Yes.
So addiction, okay, this one is one of my favorite topic. So when it comes to addiction, everyone will think that it's about the drugs lah, about the alcohol lah, the cigarette smoking lah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So but then do you know that beside all this, there are a lot of addiction in our life as well. Okay, if it kena you, press 111. Okay. Okay. So the first one is sugary food, craving for fried and sugary food. Anyone here? Today I don't eat sugars, I don't feel satisfied, I must go eat.
Yeah. Then some people, even though they addicted to sugary food, they also don't know one.
Yeah.
So like for some elderly, I used to talk to them. Then I say when they have some cholesterol issue, high blood pressure issue, or sugar level issue, I tell them try to stop carbohydrate. Try not to take any bread or any rice kind of things. Then they ask me, 要是我不吃这个，我吃
Don't
什
eat
么？
rice, I will die.
Yeah,
Cannot,
they
don't
say
eat
cannot
rice
because
one.
I will shake. If I never eat any rice, I cannot. I cannot stay.
Yeah.
So that is also another type of addiction.
Yeah.
Addicted to the sugar. It's not from the mouth, but it's from your cell. The
Yeah.
cell itself addicted to the sugar.
Sometimes it's like a craving. Like when
Yes.
you have craving, one of the factor is because you're lacking of certain nutrition. So later we will share in our WhatsApp group chat. So what do you lack of, then causes what kind of cravings? Then later I will share that in the group. Okay. So of course this one I believe a lot of people do this. Before you sleep, you have to look at the phone.
Yes.
Right?
Never
Okay.
miss
Never miss, and it's always in the dark. Right?
Facebook
phone,
lah,
yeah.
Instagram.
Right, have to swipe few times on Facebook, then only you're ready to sleep, right? But for these cases, besides affecting your eyes, it's not really good for the eye. Okay, on long term it may develop glaucoma. Glaucoma means high blood pressure inside your eye. Okay, then it will
So
affect your
cause blind
vision.
also, will cause blind. In
It can
Mandarin
cause
called
blindness.
青光眼.
Yeah, there have been cases like young people who always do this, they get blindness in after some time.
Yeah,
right?
my father's worker's daughter actually have this issue because when she used to look at the phone for a long hour and then stay very late at night. So there's one day suddenly she tell her father that she couldn't see anything already because the eye pressure actually went up and then actually like sitting on the nerve. So that's why the blood supply cannot supply to the eye area. So that's why the eye cell die and then she couldn't actually see well already. It's almost like blind already.
Yeah. So and then when you do this at night, you know, when all the radiation comes to you, it actually makes you harder to fall asleep as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So nowadays so many people having insomnia issue. One of the reason is this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So and of course playing games. Some people don't play phone, they go for the games. Okay. So games put you into a very kanchiong state, right?
You're always very kanchiong because you want to fight, and you escape or whatsoever.
You look at this person posture, you know that he will stay like this for don't know how many hours, right? Okay, imagine what will happen to your back muscle, things
your
like that.
shoulder.
Right. Okay, so on this kind of addiction, on long term is going to make you to have some health issue. Is because when you stay in this position, for example, you actually use up your muscle, strain your muscle a lot, and then it damages your muscle. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the reason for that. And some people they like to polecat. They want to watch K-drama lah, Hong Kong drama lah, until late night, right? Some people, today I off, I watch from morning to night, 12 episodes, I finished the whole season. It's like super, like this, like a very, very addiction, I would say.
Yeah,
like
and then the drama, the people inside the drama actually cry, and then you also cry. When they're happy, you also happy. When there's anger, you also anger.
Yeah, you already
you already fall into the character already.
Yes, exactly. So this is a kind of addiction as well. And some people, it's their emotional addiction. They tend to get angry easily. Okay, small matter, wow, fat lanza, throw things like that. So this is a kind of addiction already. So of course, addiction, there's actually no good and bad, but then it's just about how wouldn't it be really good that if we have addiction that can lead to good health?
Yes, then it's a good addiction.
Yes.
But if you can see those addiction actually bring you towards
the worst.
Yes, the worst direction, that means this is not good.
Yeah, like if you are addicted to eating fruits and vegetables, that's a very good addiction, right?
True.
Okay, so we need to like cultivate this kind of addiction, good habits in our lifestyle, so that we will get healthier and healthier day by day.
Yes.
Okay? So comes to the switches of life. These are the two switches in our body. So first one on the left is the parasympathetic, means this is mainly for rest, for feeding, for makan, for digestion, for reproducing, like breathing. Okay, so
and also for the body to repair.
Yes, you can see that all the symptoms on the
left hand side.
Yeah, all these symptoms are preparing for digestion, for you to relax, do the repair. Then the second one is sympathetic. Okay, sympathetic is preparing us for fight or flight. In case of there's an emergency, maybe got a tiger appear in front of you.
You must run away quickly.
Yeah, you run away quickly. So you open out your eyes big. you
Then
don't
you
have
stop
saliva.
urination.
Yeah, no
stop
need to go
digestion,
toilet that
don't need
time.
to go
okay?
toilet already. That time cannot eat also.
Yeah, so you must run, okay? You increase your heartbeat, everything. Just save your life first, okay?
Yes.
So
And
climb
you
up
start
the
to
tree.
sweat a lot.
Right? Okay. Like for example, if you heard before, like if let's say a car actually there's an accident, the
Yes.
car crashed on a kid. Okay, so the mother of the kid came. Wow, she's super kanchang. Wow, my kid is under the
Then
car.
the
Very
mom can
dangerous.
lift the car, you know.
Yes,
How many
exactly.
100 kg, how many thousand
Yes.
kg the mom alone
Exactly.
can lift the car.
Even if she never done any gym,
Yeah.
she can also lift up the car.
Yes.
It's because she already activated her sympathetic
Sympathetic.
system
Mhm.
that her body is producing super a lot of energy to help her to do this action.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wanted to share, Chihuahua. I wanted to
Yes.
share that's my experience during my secondary school time. The time, so there's one morning my dad wake me up, wanted me to go to the back door and open the padlock. So I used to open that, but that day I'm quite sleepy, so I'm a bit my vision a bit blur blur blur. So when I go to the padlock there, I saw, why how come today the padlock look different? So when I try to like focus and see, I saw there's one little frog sitting on top of the padlock. So actually, I'm so scared of this all cool skin animal like snake, frog, that kind of things, you know. So that's why I also don't know how to do already. But I need to unlock the padlock. So I start to look for a broom and then use the broomstick try to chase the frog away. But when I pointing towards the frog, actually the frog jumped towards my direction, you know. Wow, that time I just throw away my broom and then try to run away. So I when I run away, I feel that something is blocking me, but I don't care. I just rush over that. So after when I calm down already, I just walk back and see, okay, the frog missing already. I don't know where the frog gone. Then I saw the broomstick actually break into two already. But I don't know how I break it because I saw the whole body. I tried to check my whole body. No bleeding, no bump, no blue black, nothing, no pain. So, but I don't know how come I have this energy to break the stick,
Yeah.
you know. The stick is quite thick.
Yeah, and Lisa is a very small size person.
Yeah, that time actually I already like switch on my sympathetic system already.
Yes, exactly.
So 力大无穷。
Okay, so one thing you need to remember about these two switches is that when you turn on one, you will turn on the other. They do not coexist.
Turn off the
They
other.
do not
One on,
coexist.
the other will be
Yeah.
off.
Okay, so like for animals, okay, so for example, this deer encounter a tiger, so it will straight away turn on the sympathetic, go faster, run away from the tiger. Okay, you
Yes.
want to become the food,
Mm.
so after that we run until found a very safe place and make sure tiger not around already. Then she will start to turn off the sympathetic, turn on the parasympathetic, where she will sit and rest and then do makan, things like that. Okay.
But very strange, human is not like that.
Yeah, human animals is able to turn on and turn off very quickly.
Quickly.
Okay, but human cannot. Somehow human they will
Imagine, or maybe they're still in danger. Then they keep putting themselves in this sympathetic situation.
Yeah, just like the just now the story I told you you are drinking a water and then your friend told you that someone spit into the water.
Yes.
Okay, if I mean
that person tell you that they already spit
yeah
inside the glass,
water.
you will feel
So,
awful, right? Like disgusting, right?
At that moment you will feel very awful. But
Yeah.
after the friend explained, oh actually it's just a joke.
Yes.
Okay, nothing is inside.
Yeah, but
It's safe.
at that time, will you
We-
immediately turn into nothing
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah.
Cannot, right? You still like have that
That
disgusting
feeling,
feeling
then
inside.
maybe at dinner time you don't feel like eating also.
Yes,
right?
because it's cut off your digestion system already because
Yeah.
of your
You are
imagination.
still in this sympathetic system.
yes.
Okay, the fighting system. You
Yeah.
are still under stress.
Yes.
So some people is like nowadays we don't encounter tigers so often, but then we encounter our boss very often, right? So our boss, so a lot of times when we are working, we are scared of the boss,
Yes.
and we worry cannot finish
Yes.
the deadline, things like that. a lot of people, they put themselves under stress, under this sympathetic situation for a very long period of time,
Yes.
for weeks, for months, and even for years.
Or some mother also, they try to put themselves into this status also, because they keep thinking that, ayo, my kids in school, what will happen if someone bully them, if teacher beat him or how, then they think a lot and then start when the kids come back, start asking and then asking, actually put the stress to the kids as well, not only themselves but also the kids. That everything, the whole mess actually coming out with our own mind.
Yes, and when we are under stress, you know what happened just now, we explained a lot already. All the nutrients will use up super fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they have to turn all the nutrient into energy, and then use the energy to run away.
Yeah. So some people like cannot fall asleep already because your button already rosak, the switch already rosak.
Yes.
You keep on switching on sympathetic, okay, and not able to switch back to parasympathetic. That's why your repairing system, everything go down.
Shut down already actually.
Yeah. So that's why for people who are under long-term stress, they actually their health actually even worse. You cannot repair some more.
Yes.
Okay. So that's why comes to this, like for example, today your house, your wall got a hole. Okay, so of course we want to repair. So we bring the cement, we bring the sand, bring water.
But can you repair without all these ingredients? Let's say for example, you don't want to use cement, you use sand, water only. You still can. But then what will happen? Maybe just 1 or 2 days later or 1 week later, the thing, everything fall down, and then
Like
the
now
hole will
rain a lot.
rain a lot, then the hole will still appear, right?
Yeah, or maybe get even bigger.
Yes.
Right.
So when what we wanted to tell is when there is a damages, you need to have a right nutrient to repair, quality nutrient to repair, and then the same time you must stop all the damages. Just imagine today you just patch back the hole, and then the next moment you use another hammer go and knock the hole. So of course the hole will come back, then even bigger or sometime. So that's why when wanted the body to heal, actually you should remove the damage. That means you must not giving any stress or any unhealthy thing
These
to
are
your
all
body.
the damage. These are all the damage.
Yeah, must remove the damage and then give the right nutrients to the body to heal. Just like you have cement, you have sand, you have water, then only the things can repair. So after that, what you should do, you need to have time. Let the time work, because once you patch back the cement already, you need
let
it to dry off, right? So same.
And only you can do the painting, everything, right?
Yes.
So same applies to our body. Usually I would say give yourself 3 to 6 months time in order for yourself to repair.
Yes.
Okay.
And then some more, you need to have a certain level of nutrient in your bloodstream. Then only your body is able to repair. So if let's say today, for example, maybe you have used up 100 grams of vitamin C, but you take only 80. So you cannot repair. You are not even enough for
repair.
usage. Yeah. So that means for repair, that means maybe you might need like 500 milligram of vitamin C. So you use up 100, you still have 400 in your bloodstream. Then your body can use that to repair it.
Exactly. Okay. So
this is my daughter. So those days, I didn't know how. I never learned about nutrition. I never know how to take care of my daughter, and also myself. While working that time, when I graduated from the university, so I get into my work that time. I also don't know how to take care of myself. I just take simple breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So when I give birth to my baby, of course, my nutrient is not enough already. For her, she is also even insufficient, not enough also. So that's why she always falls sick. When she always falls sick, that time I also always bring her to see the specialist. The normal doctor cannot cure her. I have to go to the specialist. But end of the day, she built up so many kind of diseases, so many problems. So I only start to learn about nutrition when she's 7 years old. Then I start to use natural healing. So when she's sick, I give her supplement, give her fruit juices, give her some natural thing for her body to heal. So at that, you can see 6 years later when she's 13 years old, the time her skin texture actually is still not that good, but already in a good direction already, because I can see she seldom fall sick already, but the texture is still not good enough yet, because like what we say just now, we need time only can do the job, right? So 2 years later you can see so much different. So her texture, everything different, her skin color, and then her hair also so much different already.
Super energetic as well.
Yes, and look energetic also. And then she seldom fall sick seen after that also.
And she dance K-pop. Yeah, I show you.
말해봐다 어서 다 cause I'm not shy not shy not me 난다 원했다 not shy not shy not me give me da not shy not me 난다 원했다 not shy not me 너를 원해 뭐어때 cause I'm not shy.
K-pop is super difficult to dance.
Difficult.
I mean,
I try to learn that also. She laugh at us, you know. We do like a puppet like that.
So to her it's like so good, right? So energetic. She can move according to the rhythm so well. So it's like very, very impressive.
Yeah.
And we are super happy for her lah, that she able to get back her teens years very, very happily. And this is her recent photos, right?
Yes. Qihua take this one because Qihua feel that she's so confident. I said, oh, okay lah. For me, because every day I see her, so I didn't feel anything. But for them, usually they seen her once in a while, then they can see her progress, and then they can feel the difference.
So I just feel like if today she was like last time when she was 7 years old, got so many problems. Today I don't think she will be doing K-pop. I don't think she will dress up like this as well.
And then her texture, her skin color, everything.
Skin
you
so
can
good.
See.
Her skin
Yeah,
is
of course,
so good.
she's using artistry.
Then second one is me lah. Okay, so for people, I know there are some secondary school friends here. So you know me since secondary, you know how I look like. I'm super underweight, and then then I get a lot of pimples, a lot of scarring as well. And that time I don't know about nutrition. I don't know how to take care of health as well, even though I'm a pharmacy student. So but that time I fall sick easily. I don't have much energy. All my friends know that she needs to sleep at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock they will chase me to bed already one.
My first impression towards Qihua when I first met her, I feel like this girl like so weak, and then lack of confidence.
Yeah, everyone say wind blow, she will fall
She will fall already. Yeah, true. You know, when I asked her, she said yes. Those days when she carry umbrella, when the wind blow very strong, she actually the umbrella collar carry her away.
Okay, like free hot air balloon. Okay, then one of the things that really troubles me is the painful menstruation. Every time when it comes, I will pain until cannot walk. I need to sit on the floor. Then I will have vomiting, and there was one time I even black out and then pengsan. Okay, so
Serious?
it's very, very bad to me. And that time I was just 20 something. It's not, I haven't even graduated. So that's why during that time, after I graduated, I came across nutrition. I really learned it seriously. I apply it on myself. I really take enough nutrition, protein, omega-3.
I can see her difference.
Things like that. Then it totally changed. I solved all of this problem. My weight went back to normal. Pimple and scar no longer an issue. My menses, everything is good, even regular.
I can diagnose for you. I can check. It's really different already.
Yeah. So, and in terms of hard to fall asleep, I learned that actually we have this switch. So I train myself to turn off whenever I need to. So nowadays my sleep generally has no problem. Once I lie down on the bed, then fall asleep
already.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very, very quickly. And yeah, like my brother and mom is very good at this, that they can sleep at anywhere anytime. Okay, so I'm still learning that. Okay,
Roll and roll on the bed.
yeah, I'm still learning on that. Okay, so of course. A lot of people will tell me, you know, when I work in pharmacy, a lot of people will tell me, I'm very old already lah. You give me all this vitamin, no use one. Okay, but then I just want to tell you that it's true that when you are older, your body has the disadvantage that it couldn't absorb so well lah. It moves slower lah, things like that. But for this auntie, she is 70 years old. She has high cholesterol issue and also a big belly, and then she have joint issue as well. And you can see all her skin is sagging. Okay, but we provide good nutrition for her. You can see how she changed. Okay, she looks so much younger. All her
10 years
cholesterol,
younger.
all her cholesterol level become perfect. Okay, the body is still doing the adjustment work for her. So it's just so important that you continue to provide whatever that's needed by the body. Have faith, give yourself time. This will happen to you as well.
But for nutrient, it's not like a miracle over the night lah. And also we cannot like over promise like once you take you can like empty the age to 20, 30, 50 years old. No, but it's at least delay your aging.
Yes.
At least delay or of course if you take it much younger, of course you can see the difference is there. But when older that time, yes, it will prevent you getting old faster.
Yes. The best time to build your health is when you are still young.
Yeah.
Kids time.
Yes. That's
So
the best
I
time.
passed the kids time already. So but then you can also see a lot of difference in me as well.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So even for people who are older, I believe it works the same for you.
Yes.
Okay. So any questions so far? If no questions, then that's all for our presentation tonight. We hope that we added value to you and you learn a lot of things about health and learn to turn on and turn off your switch.
Every day.
Yes.
Switch at
Okay.
the right time and switch it off at the right time as well.
Yes.
Don't switch on and off different timing.
Yes, exactly. And then join our Healthy Forever WhatsApp group for more health info and updates. And also I promise that I will send the cravings and vitamins information to you all in that group. Okay, so if you need the link, talk to the friend who brought you here and then get the link. Okay, thank you
Okay,
so
thank
much.
you.
We shall pass back to MC.
Yeah.